period of time who actually came forward and initiated this movement. So going further, in the year 2018, we actually became a little more active and visible. Yeah. And we started with one parish where we formed the women's cell. Yeah. During that time, we had Lorna Lobo and her team of people who came forward and made this happen. And Archbishop was there at that point in time who led us in this journey. So 2018, we took baby steps, but we were able to bring about a lot of change during the COVID situation, 21, during that period, 21, 22. And many of the parishes here joined virtually. Yeah, the Sparkle program was conducted virtually. And 22 parishes were formed by around 20, that period of time. Yeah. Still, we are growing. As you can see, we are blossoming and spreading out from 22 parishes. Today, we have around 55 and still growing. Every month, we have new parishes that are added on. And not just that, from 2 or 3 activities, now if you see our report, wow, it's amazing. Every parish, at least 3 or 4 activities definitely per quarter. Yeah. And there is so much that's happening all across that we have become visible, we have become so vibrant, and we have also got the reputation of value adding to our community. Yes, so this is the growth phase that we are in, and it's a great time to be in the Women's Commission. And more members are coming in. And I can also see that there are a few members who are dropping out, but that's the natural process as we are evolving. Just like products grow, just like businesses, industries grow, even our Women's Commission is growing. And there are challenges, there are struggles, there are conflicts that we have within each other in the group. You will see conflicts between us and the commissions, stakeholders that we have, so many parish priests, religious people. But that's all part of the journey, and we are growing. And the vision that we have is probably by 2030, yeah, we should be able to see the impact, and people should be able to see the impact of our small efforts that we are putting together. Yeah. So that is what our growth story looks like. It's very interesting. And the reason I'm saying that is because all of us are working for a particular cause. Yeah. And sometimes we just get so busy with our work that we tend to forget why exactly we exist as a Women's Commission. What is our purpose? What exactly are we here to do at the end of the day? So sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we are here to ensure that there is peace, prosperity, progress of the community and also in the society through gender equality. Whether it is in the political sphere or it's in the workplace, education, salary, everywhere there is a gap. There's a gap that exists, and we are here to address that gap and nothing else. Yeah. So I was going through a lot of research, and I was sharing also with some of our leaders in this group earlier that one of the research findings that I found extremely interesting was the McKinsey's global report, which talks very clearly about 15 key indicators which focuses on gender inequalities. Yeah. So what are those inequalities? Very quickly, just so that we can refresh it, is issues in the workplace. If you look at labor force participation between men and women, there's a gap. Between professional and technical jobs, there's a gap. There's a salary gap. Leadership positions, whether it is in the church or the community, society, workplace, we have issues. Unpaid care work, yeah, whether even the care that we give to our elderly people, to our children, social work, community work, yes, it's unpaid. Yeah. So there is a gap there between men and women. Essential services, we're talking about unmet need for family planning. So there's more education that needs to be given to women to take care of their own bodies. Maternal mortality ratio is still high. Education levels, financial inclusion of women, digital inclusion of women. Yeah. So these are the important areas that needs focus and attention. legal protection, and political voice. So 2 years back, we have included political voice also into our commission. So here what we are focusing on. Then definitely the physical aspects of security and autonomy, whether it is sex ratio at birth, violence against women, child marriage, all these aspects needs focus. And that's why the Women's Commission plays such an integral role in bringing this awareness into our community. So we have come together and put a nice, I would say, a branding logo for us, or a motto, I could call it. And what we say is, yes, there are issues, there are gender inequalities in society and in the community, but it's not just the cause that we are here to serve. So you and me and all of us here, we are working for this cause, but we are also concerned about the cross, yeah, the values of Jesus Christ and the mission that he has given us. So many times we may fail in our services, people are not cooperating, our own women's cell not coming together, we are not achieving what we have in mind. But we are never going to be discouraged, because we know that we are focusing on the mission that Jesus has given us. And that's why for us, it's not just the cause that we serve, it's more about the cross that we serve. And that's why we are here today. And all of us are here for a particular purpose, which we are going to reveal right now. So even before I come to that, I would like to share with you that all of us in the women's cell, all of us women, we are focusing on our personal requirements, our home, our professional careers. Many of you are entrepreneurs, many of you are corporate professionals. Then we have our own learning and development, our personal time and space. And amidst all of this, we are also dedicated to serve our community. So there's so much going on in our lives, right? So we wanted to, from the central team, make it little more easier for all the women to be able to provide the required services to the community. So we were thinking over the last 2 years, yeah, how do we simplify this process? How do we make it so structured, so systematic, that we are able to provide the right support to our frontliners. Our frontliners are all the parish women's cell leaders and the members who are right there in the parishes, serving the community, connecting with their parish priests and all the other stakeholders. How do we make your lives easier? This is what we have been thinking about. And we came up with this initiative to bring out certain services, certain resources for you centrally, so that you will be able to just pick it from the kit and utilize it as and when you need. So you don't have to spend too much of time in the designing of it and getting things done. Rather, you just close your eyes and pick it up and say, yes, this is what I need for my women. And it is available, it's accessible, it's ready-made for you, which you can serve for your community. All right. So it gives me great joy to unveil the guide, which is called as the Ask Guide. And to do this, I request Reverend Father Susaraj to come forward and to unveil the Ask Guide for all of us.
Hello, good evening to all of you.
Good evening, Father.
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 Good
So,
evening.
Good evening, Father.
from one leaf to a bigger banyan tree, now we are. It is all because of the blessings of God and the initiative of all our leaders, especially from Lona Lobo. And after Priya took over, there is a lot of changes. Along with Priya, lot of central group members. So I congratulate all of you on behalf of the Archbishop, and I thank you for the wonderful service that you are doing for the mission of God. Now I take this opportunity to unveil what I would do.
You can unveil the book by talking about the message from Archbishop.
Okay. So this is the message we have received from our Archbishop. With a sense of purpose and happiness, I present this exclusive Ask Guide to you all. The Ask Guide is a testament to our dedication to providing the necessary resources and services to address the diverse needs of women in our parishes. This thoughtful guide, developed by committed Women's Commission leaders and Central Support Network experts, prioritizes key focus areas to create awareness and nurture a culture where every woman feels empowered and supported. I sincerely encourage our parish women cells and parish priests to utilize this guide fully as you continue fostering an inclusive environment for all women in your church. Let us walk this path together, united in our mission to bring about positive changes for women in our community. This is the message we have received from Most Reverend Dr. Peter Machado, Archbishop of Bangalore, on the 23rd of July, 2024.
Thank you so much, Father, for unveiling the book as a soft copy. We now request you to lead us in a prayer.
I pray personally now. I don't want to read the whole thing. 1 minute.
Okay, Father. Please, you can pray.
God, our loving Father, we thank and praise you for the beautiful moment that you have given to each and every one of us. And you have said, ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. We are here to ask you to guide us and help us so that we may continue your mission. Lord Jesus, you had great love to collaborate the women in your own time. You brought a culture of change during that time when women were looked down, but you collaborated with them and you created a new society and you have given us a model. So may this book, guidebook, Ask, will help all our parish women self, as well as it will also be a source of reference book for all the parish priests so that they can do many things through the book Ask. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much, Father.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us in this journey of women empowerment last, I think, 3.5 years or more since I have met and known you. You have been supporting us with understanding the parish priests better and talking to them and ensuring that our parishes grow. So from 22, we have grown to 55 parishes, and you have played an integral role along with our Sparkle lead. So I want to thank you, especially from all the Women's Commission members, for standing with us in this journey.
Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful words of encouragement and appreciation.
Welcome, Father. So, ladies, I'm sure all the parish women leaders will now be very curious. Okay, we have prayed. We have also introduced the book. We have told you what Archbishop has said about the booklet. Now, I'm sure you're very curious, okay, what exactly is the Ask book and how is this book going to support me as a parish core team member? Yeah, how can it be useful for me? Because I know the concerns and challenges that all of you are having. So this book has been designed and developed keeping you in mind. You have been the center of our focus. Yeah, equipping you with the necessary tools, resources, and kits. So that's what the introduction, what I have given is to ensure that women in our parishes have access to central resources and services that support them at the point of their needs. So instead of doing too many activities and initiatives in parishes, it's important that we focus on few, okay, a few activities which are really meaningful to our parish women. So the key focus areas we have identified based upon the gender inequalities chart that I shared with you initially. You've seen that 15 indicators. Not everything we have considered right now, but we have picked up a few focus areas. And we have seen what are the concerns that our women in our community have. And seven focus areas is what we will be focusing on at least for the next 1 year or so, which we would like all the parishes to ensure that they are also utilizing these and focusing, prioritizing these areas, which I will talk about now, and I will reveal what are those focus areas. And we want to go about this entire journey of women empowerment very collaboratively and very compassionately. By collaboratively, I mean we work in collaboration with men wherever required in our parishes. We will utilize their support, particularly those men who are key influencers, right? We will work very collaboratively with our parish priest. We will not give any room for any major conflicts. We will resolve it, even if it happens, very humbly and empathetically. Yeah. And that's how we have been driving the Women's Commission. And I'm very happy that I have not received any complaints from any of the parish priests or the other parishioners about the conduct or any kind of major issues or concerns with the parish women commissions, which are very active in the parishes. So that means we are all working in the same mindset, being very compassionate in the way we deal with our stakeholders. So now I'm going to reveal what are the 7 focus areas and what are the support areas that we are going to offer to each one of you. One is spirituality. Okay, spirituality would be the #1 priority areas. While there is a lot that we can do in spirituality, but we have focused on certain areas. The next is child empowerment and safeguarding. We have already been talking about it a lot in the last 2 years, but now we will have a very, very structured focus on this particular area. Prevention of sexual harassment, elimination of domestic violence. While we did a program, We for She, 2 years back, we need to ensure that every parish and every woman understands this topic and is also benefited by the various support systems that we are going to provide. Yeah. These 3 topics, child empowerment, safeguarding, prevention of sexual harassment, elimination of domestic violence, are what we call as the mandatory topics, which needs to be in all the parishes. So whatever activities that you are doing right now, you will need to prioritize these 3 over and above all of them. Yeah, because this directly ensures that the inequalities that we saw are addressed. Okay, so how to go about it is what we'll talk about in the next few slides. The next aspect is political empowerment. We have already started in a big way, and each and every parish needs to ensure that you have some focus or a SPOC who's focusing on political empowerment. Why? Because the gender gap is mainly because of the power dynamics between men and women. Yeah, we need more women who are in leadership roles, who are actively involved in politics, or at least conscious of what's happening in the external world around us. Unless we have that consciousness, we will not be able to overcome all these barriers that are caused because of gender inequality. So political empowerment should be a strong focus area for every parish going forward. Okay. The next is health and wellness. Of course, we need to take care of our mental well-being as well as our physical well-being. So we have many programs on that aspect, and we will talk about it. Now, again, economic empowerment. One of the major reasons, as we all know, why the inequalities are still existing after centuries and centuries is because of the education gaps and also because of the economic disadvantage that women have. Many of them are homemakers, but they can even be homemakers and be the CEOs of their own home and also be able to generate certain funds to take care of their needs. So we will be talking to you about certain skills that can be easily made available for the women so they can be economically empowered. Also for educated women, how to understand about finance, yeah, financial well-being. So that's also another important area. So these are the 7 focus areas, if you can see, and we would like all the parishes to first and foremost prioritize all these 7, and within the 7, the first, the 3 that I talked about, child empowerment, prevention of sexual harassment, elimination of domestic violence, will be the top 3 mandatory programs that you should conduct in your parishes. And we'll give you all the support to be able to facilitate that. And coming to the other part of it, which I call as the support services, we have the program management, which is mostly the events and the communication and the branding, because without branding, nothing happens. Like this central support network we had for the last 2 years, right? And there was not much happening in that space. But the minute we started focusing on branding and we came up with this small name as small as ASK, okay, the Ask Guide. Immediately, the stakeholders outside, yeah, they said, wow, what is this Ask Guide? Let us know a little bit more about it. How can it benefit us? The leaders were asking us this. So a little branding, a little strategy is what every parish needs, parish women's cell needs, so that you will be able to draw a lot more women and stakeholders into our wonderful services that we provide them. So program management is extremely important, and communicating whatever we do in social media. I think very recently one parish asked me whether we can have Instagram posts of the activities that we are doing, right? Can we put it up in Facebook? Can we put it up outside? Yeah, if your parishioners are accessing all of that, you can definitely be in the social media space. There's nothing wrong with that. And more information, more awareness about our programs and activities, the more members will join us. Then we also go about deanery level elections. We have never done that before. So we have, like I said, 55 parishes. Now they're all grouped under deaneries. The minute we have 60% or more parishes with deaneries which have parishes, we immediately go for deanery elections. Yeah. So we will elect the president, the secretary, and the treasurer. The next is parish re-elections. Every parish that has completed 2 years should go for the re-elections. So we have a process for that also in place, and we will ensure that it happens. And lastly, our target from 55 parishes now extends to 130 parishes. Now, how are we going to do that? It's going to be a challenging journey, but we are all set for ensuring that we are able to open up many more parishes thanks to the good work that each one of you are doing. It's because of the impressions that are going out into the community is why more and more parish priests are ready and willing to open their doors, windows of their parishes and start the women's cell, which they were very reluctant earlier. So your efforts, your contributions make such a big difference. And I'm getting very, very positive feedback from many of the priests, the deans, and also from bishop about the work that's happening in the parish. Now, you all may think, okay, you're doing some work somewhere corner in your parish, nobody knows about it. But the message is coming across, and Father Susairaj will agree with me that it's really positive. So I just want to take a minute to say kudos to each and every one of you for the great contributions that you are doing for the society. for our community, actually. Okay, so on that note, I request Mary Joy to now showcase each of the areas or the focus areas, while I just give you a very quick brief as to what you can expect from every focus area. I also request the lead. My voice is echoing.
One device has to be closed, Priya.
Mute yourself on one device.
No, I don't have
Joy.
2 devices. I have only
No,
one.
Mary has probably.
Mary, are you okay now?
Yeah, I
So
don't have
now.
only one.
Okay, I think it's good now. So Mary, you're presenting right now?
Yes, I'm presenting, but you will be, I'm sharing the screen. You are speaking on them.
Yes, I will talk on that. Okay, so I'm very happy to present to you the first focus area, which is spiritual empowerment. All right, so can we have Suganti and Amelie in the spotlight? Okay, so here are the services that we are going to provide. Initially here are, one is the intercessory guidance to all the parish women cell members. Okay. Secondly, pilgrimage guidance. So you may be having a lot of questions. So the entire booklet is designed as ask and you shall receive. We only give you as much as you need and as much as you ask us. Okay. So you may be curious, what is this intercessory guidance and how can it support us in our parish? So please contact Suganti and Amli and find out more about what this service is about and how it's going to benefit you and your parish women. So Suganti has already conducted 3 to 4 sessions in various parishes and she's got an amazing feedback. She has a very structured and a strategic way of conducting these sessions. I take a moment now to introduce Suganti to all of you. I'm sure many of you already know her, but let me do the formalities. So Suganti works at BBMP in the health department. She has more than 28 years of experience. She is also a faith formator at St. Francis Xavier's Cathedral. She is a preacher. She has preached at different forums. She has also been given the grace for healing and deliverance. She has spoken to a lot of parish priests in our community and they are also supporting her in this journey. So I'm very happy now that she's doing the ministry in many churches in our Archdiocese. So warm welcome to Suganti and thanks to Suganti for taking up this central initiative of bringing this important aspect of prayer in our parishes. So let's give her a congratulations on this chat. Is there an emoticon that you can press to acknowledge? A thumbs up or something like that? I think so. There is something here. Yeah. All right. So the next person we have is Amelie. Amelie Sicily. She's a psychotherapist, a co-founder of Bangalore Cancer Center. She comes with a financial background. Amelie is quite active in various clubs such as the Lions Club, the Rotary Club. And she's also an avid traveler. She's passionate about visiting a lot of pilgrimage places. And that's how this particular idea has come about, wherein she would like to inform the people about the pilgrimage centers across maybe Bangalore, Karnataka, or India. Right now, she has started with the Shoe and Start Pilgrimage Center. I think it's in Pina. And many of the parishes have started going there and benefiting from it. So this is one of the unique services that will be given to the parishes through information about what are the pilgrimage centers, and how you can access that along with your parish women, men, and everyone else. So thank you, Emily. So let's give some applause to Emily as well. So there's been a lot of preparation that has gone in over the last 1.5 years to bring many of these services to you, yeah, in the parish. So you may find, okay, it's looking so simple, but it's not as simple as it looks. It has to be piloted, tested before it can be made available to 55 parishes. Yeah, and that's what this journey is all about. Next. Okay, so the next focus area is child empowerment and safeguarding. So team, in all our parishes, we have catechism classes happening, some very religiously, rigorously, others maybe sometimes, but you can definitely approach your parish priest, and one session in that can be dedicated to the child empowerment and safeguarding program. So our experts here will come to your parishes and they will conduct this session for the parish children. And maybe next year they can even conduct it for the parents of the catechism children. But for now, we are focusing on the children in different age groups, yeah, and category wise. So all you have to do is pick up the phone, call up Edwina or Jean Magesh and find out more about these services. You know, how can you start this journey of child empowerment? What is your role? How you can coordinate this? Yeah, so they are the experts. They will come and conduct the trainings, but you have to give them an opportunity to do so. So guiding them is also Arlene Manoharan, whom you all know is an expert in this topic. But I would like to now take time to introduce Edwina and Jean Magesh. So Edwina Pereira has done medical law and ethics. She is an executive director for Child First Foundation, and she's now retired. A budding NGO that it was, focusing on promoting child safety, well-being, and health. She was the director training in international services in India, with over 30 years of facilitating public health, development, child protection, gender, HIV, and evaluations in different countries. She is a health management graduate of Global Health Action, Atlanta, USA. Edwina is also a focal person. You must have heard of the Good Shepherd congregation. They focus a lot on safeguarding programs. And she also is the anchor for the Bangalore Archdiocese teen ministry. Yeah, so she is very well equipped on this particular topic, and she will be able to guide all the parish children and their parents in this particular aspect. And I would say this is priority number one. There should not be a single child who is abused verbally, physically, sexually in our community. And we have a very, very strong and an important role to play to avert any of the perpetrators in harming our children. And if we are able to achieve this, I would say it is a huge milestone for Women's Commission, because children matter first. And as you may also have heard, there are many such cases even today. It's shocking, but it is there. So we have our experts, and let us make use of their services to ensure that this never happens to any of our children. And joining Edwina Pereira is also, we have Jean Magesh. Jean Magesh has, over the last few months, and she has worked very hard with this team of Arlene Manoharan and Edwina Pereira, and put in a lot of effort. She has got a certification. She's now trained in this particular topic of My Body is My Body. I think it's a program that she has attended. She's got herself certified. She's also been conducting such programs on her own in various parishes and other events. Yeah, so I think Jean Magesh is now well equipped to join this team in conducting programs in the parishes. So both Jean and Edwina, thank you so much for volunteering, because this requires a lot of preparation, a lot of study before you even come and do these programs. Yeah. So we thank you for giving your time and now look forward to the parishes to contact you and fix your schedule and appointment, because you will have appointments right up to the next 1.5 years. So you will be very busy on this to conduct programs in all the parishes. If any of the parishes requires support in convincing your parish priest or any of them, please let us know. Yeah, because this communication will go to all of them and they are all to collaborate with us in this journey. Thank you so much. Now we'll move to the next focus area. Okay. A third very important topic for all of us is prevention of sexual harassment. I think those of you who are working professionals, this is again mandatory. You have to attend this program in your organization. And these are expensive programs, yeah, conducted by professionals in the industry. And even if you want to go ahead and get certified, you have to pay a lot. But here we have Lavanya, who is experienced in this particular topic in her organization. And she will be conducting this session for us. Yeah. We have tried to do this session in the past, but very few of them had turned up. Now we will make this available for all our parish women leaders and also our parishioners. Our women should know about it. If there are men in this program, it's amazing. So please invite them, and Lavanya will organize this program. We can even do it in different languages, but you have to quickly go and block her calendar, because 55 parishes covering it is no joke. So the next 1.5 years, every parish should complete this particular program. And we have given a few questions over here. So you can read these questions and you can call Lavanya and you can ask her for more information. Even resource materials are available. She can send it to you so you can put it up on your notice boards. So let me just introduce Lavanya. So Lavanya is a DEI champion, diversity, equity, and inclusion. She is co-chairing several diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in her organization. And she's also focusing on mental health and well-being of employees. She's trained. She's a certified internal complaints committee member. She also holds leadership roles as a vice president, as head of data management in her organization. So Lavanya, thank you so much for taking the time and committing for this particular cause, because it's going to be a lot of effort to go to various parishes and talk about this topic. But as you have told me and as I have seen, you're really passionate about making a change and the difference in the lives of the women out there. They need to know how to raise their voice and stand up against any kind of injustice, discrimination, or sexual harassment. So championing this cause is amazing. And yes, Lavanya is also going to offer programs for those of you who want to get certified, yeah, formally. So please talk to her and get to know how you can go about it. The next. Mary, are you spotlighting some of them? Okay. Coming to the next topic, we have elimination of domestic violence. Again here, a mandatory topic. As you can see, there are many women, even in our parishes, in our community, who are really struggling from financial, physical, mental, emotional, you know, different types of violence. And we do not know how to handle this. In fact, for me, the first time I joined Women's Commission, there was one lady who came and asked me, how do I handle this particular issue? And it was so complicated, what she told me, that I had no clue. In fact, my entire journey of Women's Commission, I would say, only began because of that particular woman who brought this domestic violence issue. I couldn't even believe her own family had turned against her. And when she asked me, I had no idea what to do. It took a lot of effort to find the answers, to find the solutions with experts who were there in our own community, and we did not know where they were. So we had to bring them all together, and then we had to come up with all the materials and resources. So today I can say that, yes, to a large extent, the people who come and with their concerns, challenges, we will be able to direct them, at least give them some guidance and direction as to how they can handle some of those challenges and issues. It's a very complex topic, but if we are not focusing on this, then I think there's really no purpose for the Women's Commission as such. So my request to all of you, first of all, let's get educated on what is domestic violence, how do we eliminate that? For ourselves, let's be we for she trained. Secondly, let's bring this knowledge and information to every woman in different languages, maybe Kannada, Tamil. You have to put effort. Yeah, because many of them are silent victims of violence. But if they know certain techniques and methods, they'll be able to better handle the situation, and they will not be, allowing this to grow to such an extent that it is a threat to their own lives. So please focus on this. Call up Pritisha and she will guide you as to how you can educate yourself and your parish women on this particular topic. Now, introducing Pritisha. Pritisha Curtis is a corporate social responsibility lead for a Fortune 500 multinational company called AkzoNobel. She works towards the cause of women and girl child development. She has also attended POSH internal complaints programs, and she's a member for her organization. She has done her PhD and she's passionately interested to work towards elimination of all forms of gender-based violence. So I thank Pritisha for taking this time and effort to lead us Women's Commission members in this journey of eliminating domestic violence. Pritisha will be coordinating with Fiona Martin, who has her own NGO. It's called as AWE. What is AWE full form? AWE. So she would be the main person who would guide us, who would conduct the sessions, and who would lead us in this journey. And Pritisha will also connect us to the right counselors, to the legal aid support, and to the NGOs. Yeah. She also has very many posters that she has designed with the team, and that can all be made available to the parishes, and you can put it up boldly and confidently on your notice boards. Let's move on. Okay, AWE, I remember it now. It's Actions We Empower. That's the NGO. All right. So now we come to Dr. Vasanta Bastian, who's handling the political empowerment. As you know, the last 1.5 to 2 years, we have actually been in the limelight in the Archdiocese of Bangalore, only because we have supported the political empowerment movement, which was such an important initiative for us as a community. Yeah, as you all know what is happening in our country right now, it was important that we had a supportive government, and all efforts to be made by our community and our parishioners to ensure that there are more people who are actively involved in voting. And we did not even have voter ID cards at that point in time. So we started from the scratch. We had Elisha Andrews, who was a KS officer who guided us in this journey. And Vasanta played a key role in getting to know from the beginning how to go about this. And there were so many records, templates, and actions that were needed, and several meetings. I also partnered with her a couple of meetings, and she also led many more. And I think more than 20,000, or I'm just giving a rough number, voter ID cards were done by our community itself. And within that, we also played a significant role. I'm not exactly sure about the numbers of voter ID cards we've generated, but yes, a huge number was done. We had people like Selza, we had Cheryl, Gracious, and many other women who were trainers who led us and train the community, both men and women, irrespective of gender. And that's how we have played a key role in the driving political consciousness in our community, and we will continue to do so. So I appreciate Vasanta for the meticulous execution from our end. And it is a challenging journey. Political empowerment is never easy. We know what's happening in the community outside. So, but we will put our best efforts and take this forward and ensure that every parish has a spot and everyone has their voter ID cards. And going forward, we would definitely like to have more women also who come forward and take on leadership roles in the country. Thank you, Vasanta, for joining us here. Next. Okay, now I'm going to go a little fast. Economic empowerment, another interesting journey that we have. Here, I'm sure that many of the women will be asking, okay, now there's a lot of awareness, there's information that's coming, but how can we actually utilize the services and benefit from it? Now, this is one initiative where there is a direct benefit to women who are homemakers, women who are educated, or women who may just need to make an extra amount of money to sustain themselves and also their families. Yeah, so we can empower them in this journey. And that's why we came up with this initiative. So there's a lot many things and skills that people can learn, right? For example, the tailoring courses are very popular right now. Good Shepherd Church, Kala Peters has trained 20 women taking the support of the Economic Empowerment Central team. Yeah, and we can also have talents of women displayed in various parishes centrally, which we drive, and also you can take care of it in your own parish, ensure that women are able to utilize their talents and also earn profits out of it. It has never happened in our community earlier. You will find some resistance, but we need to overcome that. Okay, and that is why we insist that give those platforms to women at least once a quarter to showcase their talents, their skills, and to earn the profits. Yeah, with the small amount going to the parish and the small amount coming to the parish, women sell maybe 100 rupees or something. We don't really need the money, but they should gain the profit and the confidence. So both Amelie and Divya are going to lead us in that. So there are many economic empowerment drives, programs that have been planned for all of us to educate ourselves in what exactly is economic empowerment, and also for us to nominate a few women from our parish who will actually learn and benefit. But you have to do some hard work from the parish, because Divya and Amli have been working on this for the last 10 months and they're bringing it to your doorstep. All you have to do is identify people and push them to attend and motivate them in this journey. So to tell you a little about Divya, Divya is the vice president for an organization. She is the secretary for liturgy committee, and she's also part of the choir group. She's the CWC president of her parish, Holy Family Church. She's in charge of the economic empowerment. She is also working with a social work organization for the last 29 years, focusing on Catholic NGO work for school dropouts, the youth across the country. She's trained by IIT Delhi to facilitate training programs, leadership, communication, entrepreneurship development training. She focuses and she's really passionate about motivating women to start their business ventures. And there have been many success stories where she has led women to earn independently and stand and make a living. And Amelie also has her own startup ventures, and she has done a lot of work in economic empowerment, and therefore she's driving this along with Divya Noel. And Divya also has partnerships with international organizations who are providing the aid, resources, facilities that we can all avail of. For example, the beautician courses, the trainer cost, and the material costs are all being funded by this organization. So Divya and Amelie, thank you very much for all the efforts, the hard work, and leading the women and our parish women's cells. I'm sure there'll be a lot of queries and questions. So I think many of the parish women were asking for these kind of skill building programs, and they can definitely make use of it. Thank you. Next. So I hope we have on call today Dr. Maria, Kala, Smita. Yeah. So we have wonderful programs that are brought to you by the Catholic Doctors Association, where we have partnered with. And once a month or once in 2 months, there are very good programs that they are offering to us. So my suggestion to all the parish women cells, see, it's very difficult for us to find the right doctors, the right speakers, and bring them in for sessions. So if you are trying to do it individually in your parish, you'll be spending so much of your precious time in that aspect. So why don't you just put in a word to Dr. Maria saying that, yeah, you may need these kinds of programs. You're interested in XYZ health related aspects, and she would organize the doctors, because she belongs to the Catholic Doctors Association, and she has access to all the doctors in any specialty that you need. So she's going to make your life so simple, but you have to put effort by identifying people, the right people who need the right topics, and bring them for this webinar. And you also attend, because by the end of 2 years, you will have all the knowledge that you need. You will all become geniuses, I think, with the kind of knowledge in different areas, and also with health. So please put in that effort from your side. Last time we had conducted a program on menopause, and only 30 people turned up. After 1.5 months of effort between Dr. Maria and that doctor and the other doctor who came and gave the speech, and it was disappointing that only 30. That's because we have not realized the value add that these sessions can bring to our women. Yeah. So let's do that. The second part of it is, we have been for a long time trying this Ayushman health cards, because many people come to the parish priest, come to bishop after their family is ill, to come and give some money and aid. But the Ayushman card is bringing in a lot of money, 5 lakhs per head, and I think 2.5 lakhs for the above poverty line and 5 lakhs for below poverty line. So there are a lot of facilities and features that are available. And yes, those are now opening up slowly for these cards to be made available and accessible. So please contact Kala Peters and Smita Fernandez, who can guide you in this journey. So immediately talk to them, and they will facilitate this process and tell you how to go about it. And the same with health camps. So health camps, we have already started. I think Sheila from Domlut Church has done a very good job. Kala has organized, many people have started preventive healthcare by ensuring that people have access to health camps free of cost. Imagine, I went to Manipal the other day. They are having a package for like 12,000, 20,000, 40,000. It's very expensive, but here we are offering it free of cost. So encourage your women and make this available in your parishes. So let me just very quickly introduce the team to you. So in the health team, Dr. Maria Bukello. She is assistant professor of pathology. She's an MD at St. John's Medical College, Bangalore. So thank you, doctor. I think you're really putting in this effort between Women's Commission and Doctors Association to bring in all these important sessions to us. I think you're also going to record these sessions and make it available to us so that it's a wider reach. And it's not just women, even men can access it. Even youth, children also can access it. So this is very important. And Kala Peters, she's a retired HR manager, president of our Good Shepherd Church. She's also very active in very many associations, including health and wellness for her own parish. She's connected with many organizations, many clubs like Lions, Rotary, and many other associations, and focuses on pension schemes for women, health-related programs, insurance programs. So I think she's the right person for us who can help us in this journey. Supporting her is Smita Fernandez. Like you all know, Smita has done a wonderful work in the online spirituality development. Now she's moved to this particular stream. Smita also has a good experience. She's been into fashion designing. She's also done work on garments, merchandiser, and she's currently the CEO of her own home. Yeah, so Smita is very structured in the way she does things, very organized, very quick and agile. So there's some good qualities that Smita, we can all learn from you as well. And I would say that she is passionate about health and wellness, and she would support us in the health insurance for all the parishes. Okay, so program management team, I'd like to now go to the next team. Okay. So supporting us in this journey, like I said, branding is the one most important thing. I'll take another 3 minutes, 5 minutes and conclude. So we have central meetings, conferences. We have a lot of data, artifacts, branding, communication, a lot of events that all of you are conducting, like you did the Grandparents' Day, Girl Child Day, Father's Day, International Women's Day. So central programs that are done will be taken care by this team. And all of you are free to do as many events that you want to create an awareness in your own parishes. Yeah, so this team will provide certain services at a central level. If any of you want to support us centrally, you can connect with us. And they're also going to bring about a lot of social media handles like posting things on Insta, LinkedIn, Facebook, so that people get to know more about us. In fact, this Ask Booklet also, this team has collaborated very closely with me in bringing this to you. So here I would like to introduce, I've already introduced Smita and Pritisha. I'd like to introduce Mary Joy. Mary Joy has a master's in biological science and worked in biotech industry for over a decade. She pursued master's degree in management, specializing in marketing to further her education. So Mary has done work in product marketing positions, and she's also been involved in raising funds for NGOs. Okay. She has gained expertise in digital marketing tools and creative design. So she's exactly the person that we need right now for scaling our Women's Commission activities at the central level. Next. All right. So as I was saying, we have now 150% increase in the women's cell. And thanks to the Sparkle team that we have now formed, we have a very active Sparkle team. And this year, Rita Teak and Anita D'Souza have taken the responsibility to coordinate, collaborate with everyone else. So every deanery, as you can see, we have leaders for Marian Palya, Divya Noel, Harobele, Jean Magesh, Pritisha, Kolar, Catherine, Basilica, Anita and Amelie, Cathedral, Amelie, Anita, Suganti, Bego, Deanery, Kalapitu. So nothing comes easy, team. All the parishes that we have formed today has been with so much effort. We have to meet the priest, convince the priest, meet the spock, then go and conduct programs. Many parishes are all over Bangalore in outskirts. So travel. So sometimes we have to travel twice or maybe even thrice to ensure that the women's cell is installed there. So with so much dedication and effort, this team works relentlessly to keep increasing the parish women's cells. So we have a target in this year to complete an additional 10 parishes, and then we have in the next 2 years, 2 to 3 years, we will complete 70 parishes. So that's the kind of work that this particular team is doing. So hats off to Rita, Anita, and everyone else who I read out. So now I'm just going to take a minute to introduce Rita and Anita. Rita has worked for a company, Shaw Wallace, and another leasing company in the administrative field. So Rita, now we know how you are so efficient. And she's also reported to the managing director in all her works. She worked for 30 years and she has an ongoing career to take care of her grandson and grandchildren. So Rita is also the president of Our Lady of Lourdes Church, Whitefield. So thank you, Rita, for taking on this very, very challenging journey, but I'm sure you will be able to do an amazing work. Joining Rita is Anita. Anita is a homeopathy practitioner. She's worked as QC at Artec Infosoft. She's also into business. She's into event organizing. And she's also working with us in Sparkle program for formation of women's cells in various parishes. As you know, Anita is also part of the Bible Commission, and she's doing an amazing work with the parishes and also with the youth in ensuring that they are all understanding and reading the Bible. All right, so thank you, team. So the next, I think we have come to the end of it. This can go on forever, but we have to conclude. So I am going to talk about the last two people whom we have, because all these people have volunteered their time, their effort, their sacrifices, and they have come to the central level in addition to the work they are doing at their parish level. No? This is not easy. I think all of you are putting in a lot of time at the parish, but these have come forward to support each of you. They are doing it for you with additional effort. So I think we have to acknowledge and appreciate them. So here we have Matilda, who is going to work with each of the parishes who have completed 2 years, and we need to re-elect the members. Yeah. So we will tell you how to go about this, and you can just call Matilda. She will set the process. She will even come and meet your parish priest, and then ensure that this goes through very smoothly. So we will be able to bring on a new team, or if required, you can continue for the next term, provided that there is an agreement between the parish women's cell members and the parish priest and the central women's commission. If there's an agreement, you can take on the next term as well. But a re-election needs to be held every 2 years. So Matilda has over 45 years of experience in the corporate sector. She has been the past chairperson of the Bangalore chapter of the Indian Association of Admin Professionals. She's the founder of Soroptimist International at Whitefield, which is a global women's service organization. And currently, she's the past president of Our Lady of Sacred Hearts Church and in the women's cell. So thank you, Matilda, for taking on this additional responsibility. The next person, I think this is the last. We have now the deanery. Like I said, we have never had this before, but now we are going to form deanery elections because 50 to 60 parishes is impossible for one person to lead it. So we need to have smaller groups led by the deanery leaders. So Selza is putting together a process, and she will start with the TC Palya Deanery, where we're going to have an elections and select the leaders from among the parish leaders. Yeah. So when to do it, what is the process, what's the guidelines, anyone can contact her. In fact, she herself will be giving all the process and the guidelines to all of you. So a little bit about Selza. Selza is also a very process-oriented person. She has put in a very good structure for the Sparkle program, and she's given that technology and the backend support to this team. Now she'll be designing the deanery process. So Selza is the president of St. Anne's Parish for Marthali. She's worked in multinational companies like Microsoft, Oracle, Quest Software. She comes with about 25 years of experience. She's currently the Vice President Global Sales at Canry's Automation. And yes, she's part of very many activities in her parish, like she's been in the finance committee, she's been in the PPC, etc. So again, thank you, Selza, for taking time and being part of this journey of leading us with the deanery elections, which is such an important from the leadership point of view. So many opportunities available for our women, our parish women cell members and leaders to take on more responsibilities, because this is a great way to improve and hone our leadership skills. In the past, many women were afraid to take on any roles of responsibility as a leader. But today I can see many women coming forward. You can't learn leadership reading books or watching movies or getting to know from a trainer. You can only hone leadership by actually being there and doing it. Yeah, through conflicts, through challenges, through difficulties, through problems, through stakeholder engagements, you learn how to influence others and become a better people person, a better strategist. So this entire Women's Commission is actually very good for all of us because it makes us better as individuals in the journey. So yes, let's move to the next initiative, collaborative. Yeah, so just to keep a very quick information for all of you, we have some contact numbers. So please call them if you feel that there's a need for job opportunities or any government schemes that your women want, counseling services, marriage encounter programs, or if destitute homes for the underprivileged. You can always contact these people. We just thought it's important to give you some data. The next one. Yeah. So it's important that we have helpline. Whenever there is an emergency, we are always searching, oh my God, where do we contact? Whom do we contact? And there's so many WhatsApp messages, nobody knows whom to contact. So very quickly, we have put for you, child helpline, must know, the human rights issues like trafficking or anything related to human rights, call Brinda Adige. Domestic violence, there is a contact number, please call them. Sexual harassment complaint, where should you talk? What is the helpline is given right here. So make this available to all the women at any point in time so that they will have access to this information. Yeah. Yes. So yes, we are vibrant. Women's Commission, we are visible and we are valued. So these are the 3 V's for all of us, and each one of you, I can't pat your back, but you can pat your own back right now. Okay. Yes, we have really deserved the award that we have got. And I believe that we will grow and we will also ensure many, many more women benefit through our services. Thank you so much, team. I think that's from our side. Just to let you know, I see that many women are joining our group, but there are also few of them who are continuously leaving us. Yeah, you must be experiencing that in your women's cell. They have a few arguments, a few fights here and there. They don't like what we say, do, and then they quit. But they don't understand the power of unity. Yeah, that only comes when we all come together as a team, then anything is possible. If they are able to understand that and they are getting a benefit in terms of belongingness, respect, friendship, acknowledgement, recognition, if they are able to experience all of this, they will stay with us. So it's up to us to make that possible for them. They should be able to continuously learn new skills, how to network, how to be a leader, how to be a better team player, how to influence others. So they can't learn it, like I said, from books, but they can learn through this experience. So you need to make this available. And all the support that we have now providing you through this Ask Guide, please make it known to all your women. Call as many people, use different channels to make this booklet and the services that we are providing known to people so that you will be able to grow your membership, engage people, and retain the women. And not just that, the last slide I want to say, you must speak to your parish priests and let them know that Women's Commission is not just only for women. Women's Commission is also for the men. It is also a support that we are providing to the parish priests. In fact, they are the ones who are going to be most benefited. If Father Susai Raj is here on the call, he will agree with me that many of the women, they take care of the social harmony among the parishioners. We are here to collaborate with them, to work along with their parish PPCs, commissions, associations, and 50% of the parishioners, which is the women population, are being taken care of through our services. So with all that we are doing, we are only enriching the parish. Yeah, so it is a service that we are providing to the community through all that we do, whether it is health and wellness, political empowerment, child empowerment, the elderly. Yeah, so it is no longer just women empowerment. It is the community empowerment. So go with that aspect in a very humble way. to the parish priest, telling them that there is so much more that they can also gain through the Women's Commission. Okay, credits to everyone here on this group who designed the Ask booklet. Thank you so much. This is a new initiative. And tomorrow, I'm happy that it's going to be launched by the CCBI National Office. And it's going to come out in what we call as the Catholic Connect. I'd like all of you to also access that particular app. That app is available for all Christians across the nation. And you get information on what's happening there. And there's a marriage portal that's recently been released. And our information on the Ask Guide is also going to be released tomorrow. So it is a big movement or a big milestone for the Women's Commission, because all our influencers will be seeing this. Yeah, so I hope that with this, we will be able to increase our membership, and we will be able to do a lot more wonderful activities for each other. Okay, so on that note, I would like to sign off, and I thank you once again, all the Parish Women's Cell, for the wonderful services that you are doing for the community. Hats off to you. You are the forerunners, the frontliners. And I also thank my central support team members for standing with me in this journey with each other. It's together we can achieve so much more. So Father Susaraj, would you like to share anything? Unmute, please. And I would just open up the forum for those of you who would like to ask any questions, would like to share anything either in the chat window, or you can just unmute, and I'd leave the last 5 minutes to each one of you.
Many were thinking that what to do after forming women's cell in our parish. And now, after this beautiful booklet, Ask, you will be knowing you have got things to do. So I wish everyone to do all the good works that is expected of you. And you have been doing wonderful works, and congratulations to all the members. And Priya, under your leadership, things are going on very well, and a lot of good initiatives have come along with your team members. And central team members are also collaborating with you. Great work. So congratulations once again. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father.
Father.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Father.
Anyone would like to say anything at this point in time? Parish
Hello,
leaders
Priya.
from the parish. Yeah.
Priya, I'm not a leader, but I have a request which I have put on chat, but I don't know if you've seen it. The thing is that, you've asked us to connect with people, the leaders, whom you introduced for various programs that you have.
Yes.
Could you share their numbers in the WhatsApp group? Because it's
Sure.
not possible to remember from the chat,
No, Philomena, don't worry. A good question you asked me. I should have told you this. So now this booklet, which we are launching, right now we have launched it. You will all receive this booklet tomorrow morning. So by 9 o'clock, you'll have this booklet, and you will have a mail letter from Archbishop that will come to all of you, parish leaders. Okay. So you can access that book, you can print it out, and you can utilize it.
Yeah, Priya, but I'm not a leader, so do I get...
So you can talk to your leader from Holy Family, who is Divya. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she will have this information and she will make it available to you.
Yeah. Okay. And I had also posted on the chat regarding senior citizens, the economical thing, if you could look into it,
Certainly,
help
Philomena.
us. But
Hmm.
what happens is in India, age is not a number for many people. But there are many of us who have the skills and various skills and abilities, which we could make use of for it. But because of the age bar that they put in, we are not able to. So could you look into that also?
Absolutely. In fact, Philomena, today I was just reading that the lifespan is now increased to 100 years in many of
Yeah,
the
more than that.
places.
120
Yeah,
to 130,
yeah.
some of
So,
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
generally, so people who retire at 60, they are not able to manage their life for the next, say, 20, 30 years. They need an alternate economic,
Yes.
yeah. So I think
In
Divya
fact,
would
I
be the
was
right person.
doing that, but because of the COVID, I couldn't continue. The
Hmm.
place got
Yeah,
locked
so we
down.
hear you, Philomena, we hear you. So we have that as part of our economic empowerment. Please reach
Yeah.
out to Divya and she would guide you in this journey. And yes, it's a good question. Thank you for asking that. Anyone else? Anything from the
Yeah.
parish group?
Priya, it's Amelie here.
Yes.
Priya, first I would like to thank Father Susairaj for being us a spiritual guide and leading us. Second, thank you so much for leading us and taking us to the forefront. Through your an inspiration and through you, I'm thanking on behalf of our entire team. I take this opportunity to thank you for your time, effort, and selfless passion towards this. Thanks a lot and hats off to you. We are grateful and we owe you. Thank you, dear. God bless you and your family.
Thank you so much, Amli. A leader is only as good as the team. So the team is with me, so I feel confident. Thanks.
Hello,
So
Priya.
yes, please.
Hi, this is Nancy here from Our Lady of
Yes,
Sacred
Nancy.
Heart.
I
How
know
are
you.
you? Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good.
Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation, Priya. Yeah, of course, we are also striving hard to join hands in hand to conduct a various set of programs at our parish level and even for the other parishes too. So we would like to join hand in hand. I just wanted to understand how this communication could be literally really very strong. Now, we find somewhere there is a communication gap even within the team as well as the inter teams also. So to work on something like that, if we could have some inter parish activities which could motivate all of us also, like kind of. So any idea regarding this, Priya? It would be really, because everybody is engaged in each of their activities. So when we try to inspire each other by inviting each other, I'm very happy that you have initiated on the common, set of leaders on different verticals. Very happy about it. But how do we bridge this gap? Literally there is a gap, and how do we bridge that gap?
Sure. So yeah, Nancy, I think right now the deaneries, when we have the deanery elections, the main role of the deaneries is to collaborate with each other. So all the 7 to 10 deanery parishes can come together. You can have a common activity. You can inspire each other, learn from one another. There'll be a lot of interaction. So that's what we are looking forward to. Yeah, because we cannot have all the 60 parishes come together very often, maybe once a year. But within the deaneries, you can have quarterly meetings as well and inspire each other. But Nancy, nothing stops you from reaching to anybody here in this group. You have Kalapita, you have all the 60 parishes right away. So just call anyone, invite them to your parish women's cell meetings. You can call Selza, you can call Divya, you can call anybody here and they can come, they can share their experiences as well. So let's all be interactive and leverage each other for enhancing our own parish women's cell. Nobody's stopping one another. Please reach out and go ahead. So thanks for asking. It's a very valuable question.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you.
Okay, one more question from the parish women leaders. Anything for our central network team? Will you all be calling them? Keep them very busy, okay? send them a message. If they don't call you back in 48 hours, please send me a note. Okay, they're all busy people. So if they don't take your call during the working hours, send them a message, send them a reminder message. They definitely will revert to you. All right. So I think
Thank you.
I think the team has understood the Ask initiative, why we have this. This initiative is just for you to make your lives easier and for you to be able to access all the resources, materials, posters, and all the expertise that is there in different corners of our Archdiocese. We have brought it all together for you and we have made this available. And yes, there may be some gaps right now, but we will slowly start filling it in as we go along. But for now, this is what we have for you. You ask us and we will give it to you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Good night to all of you, and we will meet soon. I just want to inform you in the month of August end to early September, we will be meeting and we will be having elections. So I will talk to you more about it in the next meeting, wherein we are going to form the new Women's Commission leadership. And I would give you more information in the next call that I will have sometime in the mid of August. And one last thing is the parish contest. The contest is not only for those highly functioning parishes, it's for everyone. Everyone can participate with whatever you have done over the last 2-3 years. Put it on a PPT and share it with us by 10th of August. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Good night, Priya.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Priya.
night,
Good night,
Priya.
everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Close it.